What is a product that once you found the luxury/expensive version you never went back? Anything bed related, from mattress, pillows, and even sheets. Shoes. I was recently able to start affording nicer shoes, and my feet have been so much more comfortable. Headphones. No way I'm going back to awful audio quality again. Hair products for curls. I got a Kitchenaid stand mixer. It replaced my $10 generic brand hand mixer. Besides the fact that my arms don't ache and there's no burning plastic smell, it just works amazingly well and is so much quieter. Breads. Love the sourdough bread that's handmade. Good quality shoes with arch support. I basically stopped buying normal shoes after that. Major life quality improvement. I have high arches, so. Clothes. Buying only cheap ones, that don't last long, only made me buy more and more. Better to buy fewer clothes of high quality that last longer. Lotion. I have very minor adult ezcema. My diet can cause it to be worse, so I watch what I eat. The lotions made for ezcema are worth it. Pads and tampons. Pens/pencils. Birkenstock sandals. Cat food, specifically canned. Noticed a huge difference in my cat's health and appearance. Edit. I buy Tiki Cats Aloha Friends and the After Dark line. My cat also likes the Primal freeze-dried nuggets. Radio button. A luxury quality mattress. You spend 1/3 of your life sleeping in bed. Money well spent. Radio button. A nice leather jacket. A quality leather jacket will stay with you for decades. Radio button. Regular massages. Worth every penny in my opinion, especially if you are like me and get horrible knots constantly. You can usually find good deals on Groupon. Radio button. Charmin toilet paper. I will only use Charmin. The cheap stuff just sucks. Radio button. Good healthy food. I never regret spending more money on high quality organic food. It just tastes way better, and eating healthy is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Fast food makes me feel like, honestly, so many things. Once I started to be able to afford the nicer version of things, I realized why they actually are expensive. Skincare that works, food that tastes good and real, laundry detergent that actually cleans and doesn't irritate my skin, shoes that last longer than one season, clothing that didn't fall apart after a couple washes, yarn that feels nice to touch, dog food that makes my girl's fur shine, tissues that don't irritate my nose, less body pain from sleeping, the list goes on and on. Hairdryer loudly crying face. I have curly hair and splurged on a Dyson during a sale. I used to exclusively air dry because other dryers would destroy my hair, but since using the Dyson I have never had my hair diffuse more beautifully, like the curls, immaculate, springy, shiny. I choose using my hairdryer 9/10 washes now. I'll air dry over using other dryers too if I don't have the Dyson dryer with me. For me, I've decided that I don't have to wait until something completely breaks to replace. I just moved to a home with an upgraded kitchen and didn't realize how low quality the stove was at my last house. I thought it was fine, it wasn't broken, but things cook so much better in the oven and the stovetop boils so much faster that I'm upset I didn't ever consider upgrading before. It's hard to recognize the trade-off in replacement cost, or selling the old one, and the quality of life improvement. But I'm willing to let myself spend for better quality experience now. Hair products. I hated my hair for the first 26 years of my life. Over the last 2 years I've finally started investing money into salon-grade products and my hair is now one of my favorite physical features of myself. Worth every penny I spend on the upkeep. Butter and olive oil. Soy sauce. I still use cheap soy sauce, by which I mean stuff that's still $10 a bottle, for marinades and stuff, but some high-quality aged soy sauce? Worth every penny. Foundation, sunscreen/face serum, running shoes, not Prada, just proper running shoes, dog shampoo, human conditioner. Running shoes. If you care about your knees, never go for the cheap ones. Makeup. I used to always go after the cheapest stuff from Walmart or other cheap little stores. My mom asked me one day why I was buying expensive skincare products when I was putting cheap and low quality makeup on my face. Never went back to the cheap stuff after that. Edit. Since people are all stressed out over this. I'm talking about going from 99-cent makeup products to a higher quality. I bought a Fjallraven winter coat and it is superior in design and warmth to anything I've ever owned. Not a product exactly, but I started going to a more expensive women-only gym recently, and I will never go back to Planet Fitness LOL. $200 perfume. Seriously, I can still smell it on my clothes when throwing them in the washer. I don't wear it often since WFH and it's expensive. But it is worth every penny. Toilet paper. La Roche-Posay sunscreen, I use it every day. TBH, it's not even expensive/luxury, but it's still more expensive than my typical budget. It's like 20 IDIC. Moisturizer. Shampoo. I have dyed hair, so I need a sulfate-free shampoo for the color to last. I bought 1L bottle of Sukin shampoo for like €8 thinking it's a massive deal, but no. It didn't foam at all. I needed like 10 pumps to wash my hair properly. It made my hair feel horrible to touch and I couldn't go more than 2 days without washing. Then I bought Wella Elements shampoo, 1L for like €25. It's amazing. My hair is now so healthy and soft, and I only have to wash it 1x, 2x a week. Wine. Sadly. Cappuccino machine. I have an unapologetic mocha habit. The contrast to those cheap plastic machines is insane. Lululemon leggings. Listen, the quality and comfort is unlike any other brand. Handbags. I recently got my first Saint Laurent bag, and I'll never be able to buy a cheap bag ever again. I usually care very little about brands and I'll happily wear anything from thrift shine to brandless, but bags is something I refuse to compromise with now. Handbags. I bought a Mansur Gavril last year and now I can see that brands like Coach, Michael Kors, etc., are not good quality. Yes. People don't realize how important a good mattress is. You should absolutely wake up the next day feeling well rested and your back shouldn't hurt. If you're tossing and turning all night and can't get comfortable, that's a sign your mattress isn't a fit for your body. I have scoliosis and I'm an unofficial mattress expert, LOL. My bad back of 20 years is in love with the Casper mattress. Yes. Merrell for outside, Sorel slippers for inside. Same. I splurged last year and bought my first pair of Allbirds slip-on sneakers. They are so comfortable and stylish. When they wear out, I'm getting another of the same exact pair. I can wear them all over the city and out on day-long hikes in the woods, yet my feet never got tired or achy. Yes. I bought Bose noise cancelling when I was in college and continue to use them. It's truly ideal at the gym. Speakers in general. My brother got me into car audio when I was a kid, and I got my girlfriend into high-fidelity audio when we started dating. She jokingly complains sometimes about how she never noticed how terrible most speakers are, especially at places like, say, grocery stores, until we started dating. I think a lot of people would be more interested in high-fidelity audio if there was more exposure. Most people only hear the speakers that came with their car or are built into a Bluetooth device, and while we've come a long way with making cheap speakers sound good, there's just no replacement for good speakers that are designed to focus on audio quality and not compromise for, say, space or power requirements. Nice thing about headphones is they're the most reliable speakers to get right. You don't have to worry about the size of the room, the distance between the speaker and the audience, etc. Once you've got a nice set, as long as you take care of them, they just sound good. My husband's grandma was a huge bully about Christmas lists. If you didn't give her a list with gifts from $200 to $500, she would call and rag on you until you had a good enough list. Then she would buy it all. The first time I ever gave into the list pressure was after we had been married 6 years. I asked for normal stuff and she said, "You gave me a great grandbaby, make a list." Added the mixer and got it. It was her last Christmas growing heart. They're amazing and they last a lifetime. I've been using mine for over 20 years now. I was thinking about getting these Entavas this year. This might cement that. Their fur gets so soft and beautiful when they get quality food. Our cat will only eat what he will eat. We have tried every single brand from the cheapest own brand to the most expensive. He turns his nose up at most, nibbles at some, has settled on an upper mid-range brand as the chosen one, but only the ones in gravy, not the runny gravy though, not big chunks but not shredded, and definitely not the soup because that's too much gravy to meat ratio. Only if all these boxes are ticked will he eat the food with minimal fuss. He drinks out the toilet though. I remember years ago, I was researching more healthy products for myself and my pets and found a demonstration of the lady who created Tiki Cat at a pet food fair. She said it's so good, it's human quality food, and then took a big bite of it and ate it. It really tickled me. Since then, it's my favorite wet food for my cat as long as it's available. And Farmina for dry kibble, but I don't let her free eat kibble. That's when you realize how being rich seeps into everything and makes QOL so much better. Money can absolutely buy happiness, to a certain level. Once I tried Badia a Colti Bono, I could never go back. And Kerrygold. I kept not finding a shade match, especially 20 years ago when shade ranges were so limited, and my mom said, why don't you go to the department store where you can get a sample or return it if turns orange. You'll spend less than throwing away a bunch of drugstore duds. So glad places like Sephora and Ulta are widely available now. I feel this way about liquid foundation. My face is just too oily for drugstore ones. I need that $50 liquid foundation with staying power. Wow, that's a question that I never asked myself. Thanks for that. Agreed. I was going to put niche perfumes too, but I have an equal love for some cheapies. Watch, Tiziana Terenzi, and others last forever. Yes, mine is Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. I splurged on a giant bottle last year. Between volume discount, a coupon for signing up for their email, and free shipping/engraving, I made out like a bandit vs normal retail sized. Something to keep in mind if it really brings you joy. Smiley face. How is it better? Genuinely curious. I wear head to toe Adidas and I find it so comfy. So I'm a bit intrigued. Your comment.l. Amen. I own a Gucci and a Prada and they are my pretty babies who will never betray me. They are classy and everlasting quality. How often do you clean them? I want to use headphones for the gym, but it seems like they'd get sweaty and gross quick. I was my grandmother's baking buddy as a kid and eventually she ended up moving in to help my parents with my sister and I. We always used the Kitchenaid mixer when baking stuff, so in my head it was always her mixer, as that's the only thing that made sense. After she passed, my mom redid her kitchen and decided to buy a new stand mixer. Mom wanted a colorful one vs plain white, and I asked what she was going to do with grandma's old one. Found out in my early 30s that was never my grandma's mixer. Apparently it was one my mom had received as a wedding gift and then only sort of used. Then my grandma had moved in and it became associated with her. My mom let me have grandma's mixer, and I'm still using it to this day. That mixer will turn 40 next year and it still works perfectly. What a great memory. May her memory be a blessing and you remember her every time you use it. I got my grandmother's old car mixer. It's absolutely one of my prized possessions. If my dog weren't so wiggly, I'd definitely consider having him under one arm and the mixer under another as my two things to save if my house were on fire. Problem is they got bought out and changed a lot in the past 10. Now they are as compromised as any of the other old good brands. Aquaphor, which isn't that expensive but it is definitely a jump from the Bath & Body Works lotion I used to use. They have lotion formulated for eczema and consistent use has kept mine in check. If you're feeling rich, try the rolled Amish butter. Safeway usually has it. It's so much richer than Kerrygold. We buy the 2 pounds roll and split into 4 ounces bars and freeze. Oh, the dreadful orange. I had a makeup artist try to tell me I was imagining things. Ha. Some brands are better than others for sure. I've noticed that it often stays on better and the product itself is smoother. I feel like the cheap stuff is clumpy and doesn't go on as evenly. Because skincare and makeup are different things. There are no active ingredients in makeup and there is nothing in drugstore makeup that's going to be worse for you than high-end. Seriously. If you think you are suddenly going to have better skin and better application because you've spent more money, you've just fallen for the marketing. Spend some time on YouTube and find out what products will and won't work for you. There are plenty of terrible high-end products and plenty of great drugstore ones. I only brought one pair on a multi-week trip to South America, so they had to last me through all of my athletic activities. I crawled through caves, climbed waterfalls, hiked through rainforest, and went to daily hot yoga classes. Multiple years later, they're still great and look new. Some fabrics and cuts are better than others, and depend on your needs/body shape. But man, those yoga pants. I personally think the overall quality. So much thigh, hip, and tummy support. Super stretchy and looks good on every body type. The stitching and inseam are beautifully crafted. Not to mention the amount of wears/wash is amazing. I think as long as you get something that's not from Target or Walmart, you're going to notice a difference. I've had stuff from Adidas, Nike, Lululemon, Girlfriend, and a couple other decent brands and they're all decent and a massive upgrade from the cheaper stuff. I would recommend the Align line. Super soft and comfy. Also they will hem all pants for free. Align 100%. Shop the sale first before throwing money into it. Align High Rise is the best. Has maximal support. I personally size down to get that gripping, grabbing feel. Girl, they have size 20 plus. They have everything. Keep in mind, money has no size. Lululemon realizes rich comes in all shapes and sizes. I say rich because their clothes are expensive. I have to save up for it, but the quality is good. Not sure about headphones, but for in-ears you can use blue tack to dab wax off the driver openings. Don't need a whole lot of it, either.